Hey guys, welcome back to Not a Speed Run. We're rated 1016. We've got the white pieces against somebody rated 1120. Okay, what are we gonna do? Normally I've been playing the Scotch Goering. I just don't know. Let's do something random. Okay, well, my opponent has done something random. My opponent has played the Damiano defense. Now, we may have to transpose into punishing dumbass openings. Okay, I believe the correct move here is take, queen h5 check. If they block, you come here. It is just that. I think that is the correct move from white. This is why you should never move your f-pawn, boys and girls. They go here, I go here with check. There are only two legal moves, right? Queen here, it's g6, which after that loses the rook, like in the way with queen attack, or the king has to move. Okay? So the king comes here. I don't know what the continuation is after that. I guess we can take the pawn anyway. Force the king to here. Bishop comes out. Pawn can't block because he ooh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Don't play the Damiano defense. There's only so many episodes of punishing dumbass openings you can do with the same opening. But seriously? Is this what this guy plays against e4, e5, knight f3? I mean, he must have seen that 1,000 times. We could snoop on his games, actually. Ikir 26 from Philippines. Won't look at it yet. I think he's... We might have to do another game, guys. I don't know, but even so, it's a good exercise in knowing what to do against a dumbass opening. Okay, so he's realised he can't play g6 because that instantly loses the rook. So I'm pretty sure it's queen takes. But what we're going to do is we're going to treat this like we are playing somebody who knows how to play chess. And obviously, highly disrespectful because my opponent's 1120 rated, right? That puts him in like the top 25% of players probably on chess.com. So obviously it's tongue-in-cheek. Now I can take the pawn. Obviously I can take the pawn. If I take the pawn, there is no way to block that I can see. So the king's in check, so it will force the king to this square. So queen takes there, king goes there, bishop c4 check like we said. Now I've got two pawns for my knight, but also the king has lost castling rights, which in my book is definitely worth a pawn. Particularly if he's completely undeveloped. Now, I am also undeveloped, but any minute now, we're going to have the flying bishop of Babylon coming out. Figaro is coming out. This guy, the king's bishop, is called Figaro because sometimes you get to fianchetto, Figaro, as per the song. I think there's only one legal move here, so I don't know quite why you're taking so long. Bishop c4, and then the king has one square, or bishop blocks. Bishop blocks doesn't work, so bishop c4. It's a developing move, right? We are following opening principles. Goodness me. However, I don't know if I've ever properly punished the Damiano defense, so this is all good practice. You never know. Somebody may play it over the board next week. We shall see. Okay, so he's in check ski. And he can't go there. Okay, that was the And is that mate? No. Hang on. Here again, there's no blocking. He has to go here, and then that. Queen blocks is the only legal move, I think. King can't. Okay. Now it's h4. h4, I think. But we can check this after the game. Got a memory that there is some kind of quiet move going on here. The pawn's actually pinned and can't move, so the pawn can't take and can't advance. The king is not in check for the first time in 6. Oh, we've had 5 checks in a row. Moves 4 through 8 have all come with check. Okay, and this is actually double check, and the king must go here. But there's I don't know, there's something in the back of my mind saying you don't go for the immediate check in this case. I check there, king goes here. Is there any way to eradicate that square? Bishop takes check. He could move away. Or is it something weird like g4? Can't remember. Okay, there is a funky move here that's non-obvious, and let's see if we can work it out together. I'm still actually behind in material. So takes here, bishop takes isn't an option because he's in check from that, okay? So takes here, king goes here. Bishop takes check. If bishop takes, that's kind of the same deal. But I am also developing a piece in this way. So I'm gonna try that. I think we'll learn together after the game what the actual finishing sequence is here, because I can't remember what it is and I can't see it. I'm thinking bishop takes, then pawn takes. That's double check. He has to go here. But what we've done is we've removed one of his kind of defensive resources in the form of that dark squared bishop. Well, again, there's only 2 moves. Okay, I'm going to take the pawn. King here, I have this. That's mate, isn't it? I've just seen that. That's it. Game over. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, right. What we're going to do is we are going to have a look at the game analysis here. Let's put that in. Remove the whatnots and get an honest evaluation. Oh! Okay, not 1 inaccuracy. 2 excellent moves, 5 best. Wow, trousers. 2400 game. 2400 game, and my opponent obviously just like, oh my goodness me. But you know, it doesn't matter what level you're at if you face the Damiano defense. Okay, so we shouldn't have taken back. Best move. Best move. Good. That's excellent. Was there a better move? Okay, so it's postponing that discovered check for h4. Right. And that's excellent as well. But pawn takes is also a double check. Okay. Oh, and he has to go here, and then there's mate in 1. Ah, right. Okay. So so instead of this, h4 is still mate in 10. Wow. The question is, am I going to remember that next time round? And chances are it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go with this because look, whichever way it goes on here, it's a forced mate eventually. So I wouldn't sweat about remembering, 8 moves deep against the Damiano because you're never going to face it. Okay, so what was my opponent's YCKIR26? Okay, so I'm going to go to the Explorer in chess.com. Okay, and it's with the black pieces. Okay, so I'm going to look for all his games. Oh, he's only played 5 games. He plays e5, and after knight f3. Okay, so he's played knight c6 twice. He's played d6, which is the Philidor, and he's played bishop d6. Okay, and then he's just played the Damiano. So obviously he's like brand new. So we will let him off that one. Okay, but so that we're not shortchanging everybody, let's go back and try another one. Okay, we're now 10-28, and we've got the white pieces again. We've got a 9-7-7 rated opponent, and we'll go similar. Okay. I'm going to play the Ruy Lopez for the first time in, like, ever. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we will take. See, exchange variation. Now, this doesn't work because of queen here. Forks, knight, and pawn. Now, I guess I can castle. I guess I can develop this. I'm definitely going to want to push this pawn at some point. If I push it now, 2 attackers, 2 defenders, that is playable. Technically, it's playable. Push. My hunch is castles. I don't see anything wrong with developing the knight. So my opponent's captured away from the centre, which I think is correct. He's now defended this pawn. But he's kind of, in terms of this diagonal, he's made that bishop into a tall pawn. And other than that, it's staring off the side of the board here. So we can castle now. I can do this. If takes, I've got queen takes, targeting that. That's not bad at all. And it also maybe releases my bishop as well. I might bring my bishop to here, might bring my bishop to here, defended by the knight. Okay, so queen's now staring down at this, and that's maybe an issue. He develops the knight. Okay, let's pin the knight. And this also gives me options of long castles as well, if I should want that. Okay, is that an idea? It attacks both bishop and knight, yeah, and the knight is pinned. Now, if the bishop takes, I just take. So doesn't this win material? Can he counterattack my queen in any way? I do this, he does this, I take anyway. Can't see an issue. Knight can't move with check or anything like that. Okay, well the point is, yeah, reasonable move. But the attack on the fork on both your pieces still stands. Now, the pawn is defended by my knight, so I don't have to defend the pawn with my queen. I can just, I guess I'll just drop back. Don't know about this move, so let's drop here. Got to watch out for rook e8 ideas, but I think long castles may come. And that gets my king out of the firing line of the rook. Maybe not the most accurate move, this, I don't know. Yes, of course, that was silly. How silly. Okay. And to be honest, in fact, that move could have come at any point anyway. So wherever I move my queen, it just happens so that I've moved my queen in the line of fire. Okay, let's do this. Bishop's the only defender of this. Pawn is attacking both, but it's not really because it's actually pinned by the rook. It's not an absolute pin. I mean, I could choose to grab the material and give up my queen, but that would be a little bit silly. But yeah, I should have moved my queen anywhere other than the e file. For example, here, or here, or here, or here, or here. Wasn't exactly running out of options there. Okay, well that just gives up the knight, does it not? I've even got rook takes as an idea. Gives up the knight. Bishop could take here, or rook could take here. Either way, the knight's defended. And either way, I've actually got two attackers, so it doesn't... And I'm attacking the queen. Ooh! How long's that been? Okay. Okay, so you attack my queen and create a discovered attack against your own queen at the same time. That's not clever. Okay. Resignation. Alright, there's not really much to look at there, is there? Come on, let's do another one. 11:09, we're now 10:36. Okay, we're going to play normally 4e5. Definitely kind of recommended when you're learning to play the standard lines. Nearly just went straight for the Russo then. Nearly went for the Russo. Okay, we're facing an Italian. What do we do? Okay, let's go gioco piano. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Why is it saying this is the bishop's opening boy variation? Huh? This is the Italian. Now it's calling it the... No, chess.com. You have gone loco. Okay. This, I believe, transposes into the Lukini Gambit, so I couldn't resist it. I want to see knight come in here. I think it'd be fun to do. You know, my opponent's an Italian player. He's an 1100 rated Italian player. He's going to be thinking fried liver. He's got liver on his mind. This is what we want to see. We want to see this, and we want to play f4. What f4 does is, if the knight's on this square, it cuts off the bishop's defense of the knight, forcing white's hand. Right? Then the queen then attacks the knight, so the knight ticklingly hangs. So you're going to find knight f7, 4 king, queen and rook. You then play queen h4, letting the rook hang, but threatening checkmate with queen takes f2. Your opponent will push g3. Okay, we'll take it step by step. This is a great line. And it comes from the gioco pianissimo, which means the very quiet game. Okay, so the threat here is you can't take the rook because it's mate. Queen guards all these squares. It's simply mate. Okay, you do this. I think it's queen h3 then. If takes. Okay, well this is not good. This is not good. Now what we do is we play knight f6. The reason we don't play knight h6 is because we don't want the knight to be able to trade itself off. We really want that knight to go ahead and take the rook. Okay. What's happening now is my knight's going to jump into g4. And now, yes, I'm threatening mate here, but that's not the point. The point is he's got to play h3, at which point I take with the knight and threaten the queen. And white's here thinking, I'm up a rook. All I need to do is consolidate and simplify and stuff like that. Obviously g3 doesn't work because it's mate anyway. So I think this is now forced. I think it's the only move that saves the game. Yes, that one as well, yes. There is that one. But that's a stay of execution, I think. Now he has to do this anyway. Yeah, I play king f8, just don't know why. There, and really wherever the queen moves, there's unspeakable things you can do. Not least this as well sometimes, which is a double check, right? See, after this pawn's gone here, right, the knight is then kind of pinned against the king. So when the knight comes back here with check, the bishop also gives check. Therefore, the king must move. So he goes into the corner. It's very unpleasant indeed. So it's a little bit of a world of pain episode, I'm afraid, this one, guys. The Lucchini is a lovely, lovely gambit. Got telly on in the background, I hope you can't hear that. My wife is watching daytime TV at 8 o'clock in the morning. That never happens. The opponent is really having to think here. So sorry about this, Fanatic 99. But it is a vile thing to have to face this. You think you're up in material, opponent's moved his king, you're castled, you've got lots of developed pieces, the bishop's actually safe, the king can't actually attack the knight either. You could do this, I guess. But it's actually white is just now pretty much dead in the water, bizarrely. So I think it kind of goes h3, knight takes f2, pretty much wherever the queen goes, you're going to be coming back here with a double check. King goes in the corner. And then, hang on. Yeah, I don't know, figure out when we get there. If we get there. But the Italian is obviously very, very common at this level. So I don't know why it's calling it the boy variation. This is the gioco piano. I think this is then the gioco pianissimo, which is what we get into. Okay. So gioco piano means quiet game. Gioco pianissimo means very quiet game. But then after pawn to f5, nah. Yeah, so welcome to Lucchini territory. Okay? And all of this is so natural, right? He's thinking, look at this. Right, we're wide open here. Queen could even come flying in at some point. But you do this. If the queen comes in here, you can just block, I think. Because there's no piece that can take on g6. It hasn't got a pawn here or a knight to take, so that just blocks the queen with tempo. Queen has to go away, and then you would win the knight. So that's not even playable. Okay, so this is it's so to everyone. Everyone is going to play this at this level, at the 1100 level, and then queen h4, really unpredictable move. Okay, so we have action. We have action, guys. Okay, so we continue with this, and he thought for 3 minutes 55 there. Okay. And he's taken with the rook. Alright, now we've got a few options here. Is it bishop takes or is it queen takes? Queen takes comes with check. They both come with check. Queen takes, we force the king over here. And then I'm thinking the move f3 comes in at some point. Bishop takes, king goes in the corner, threatening this. Bishop takes king here. This. Yeah, I'll keep the flexibility of this. I think it's going to be d6 and maybe sack on here. It's not a common move, that. Normally the queen just moves to one of these squares. King could go to f1, has to be said. Knight in here is also a move. Ah, netball's on. Netball World Cup, that's what it is. The Netball World Cup. Okay, interesting. Alrighty, okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking d6. Knight in here looks nice. d6, if we sack the bishop, move this pawn. I'll play d6 now. We'll figure it out. And again, after the game, we'll go over the analysis and see what the correct approach was. So again, this is kind of speaking to a known weakness for me, something I'm really, really working on at the moment, which is sticking the knife in one positions. Okay, so we've got two attackers on the bishop. That's the simple fact. Now I could move the bishop here, which really restrains my queen to some degree. It does stop the king going there, but the king still can get to this corner. I could even just drop the bishop right back here and then think about flying in with the knight. He's got this as a possibility, trying to trade the queens off. So let's drop the bishop right back. I would not blame him at all for trying to trade queens, but it doesn't work because I checkmate him on f2. And you can see I'm just ignoring these pieces. This is not... My king hasn't a care in the world right now. So I think next move is going to be this. It attacks the queen and attacks c2, which actually wins the rook. But again, this isn't the point. We're going for checkmate on the king side there, if we can. Even sacrificing the bishop in some circumstances. Okay, well, in comes the knight. This does nothing to help his rook's problems. So really the queen needs to defend this pawn, but how can she do it? Well, she can't go here because knight takes. So is it queen all the way back to there? Then if my knight should move, again I'm threatening queen f2 mate. But I can't take here if the queen's on d1 because queen takes and defends f2. I could just take here, threaten the rook. He can't capture. Oh, well, he can. No, he can't if the queen's back on d1, so... Hey. I think it'd be interesting as well to check on the Lee Chess Explorer how many times this line has been followed from that position, or these similar lines, and how often black wins. Okay, that's interesting because the knight has blocked the path to there. Huh. Now I think I can maybe just dodge here. If knight gives check there, I can take queen there. I win the bishop. So I think we just stick the queen in. Yeah. I think that's fine. What queen here? What checks has he got? That's the only one, it just doesn't work. Yeah, so that's all right. So again, I'm threatening this, which comes with dual threats. Capture the rook and the threat of mate. But again, this rook is not even playing, right? This rook is still in the box. There's no point capturing a piece that's still in the box if you've got better ideas. And I can retreat this knight anywhere. I can put it anywhere. Not here, maybe. Fascinating stuff. Wonder who's playing. I think England, Australia are playing today. So, oh, you grabbed a pawn? Are you kidding? So you want to come here? Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about that, shall we? Queen here. I go here. Okay, I go. Let's play this through. I take on c2. I'm threatening your rook. You go here. That's forced. Knight there. I go here. And you are out of checks, I believe. Queen here, here. You've got that check as well, but again... Now this doesn't work, because bishop guards. This doesn't work, king takes. This could be the end of the game. Queen d what? Queen d what? Queen d8 is mate. Can't go there, can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. Fantastic! Oh man! Well, that's egg on my face. Jesus, that was wonderful. Good game. Okay, right. Let's bring this game into the machine. Then we might look at. Oh man. Okay, back to the analysis board. I'll do a new analysis board. Wow. Oh, look at this. So, look, again, completely winning position. Right? Okay. Knight f6 is brilliant. Okay. And that's now losing. Okay, so we go through here. King f8, good. That's kind of forced. That's okay, and that was the miss. Should have taken with a queen. Okay, so that's one to remember. And now it's okay. And are we threatening? So knight d2 is his best effort. Knight e5. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So from here... b3 was a blunder. I shouldn't have gone in with the knight. What if... Okay, queen can't take because it's mate, right? If pawn takes, it's mate in 21 moves. There you go. Well, I mean, who's going to get that? Wow. But I'll tell you, so that finishing sequence by my opponent was just great, but obviously I just missed it. So here, I should not have played this. Misses the opportunity to win a rook. Should have just simplified. They take back, I do this. I'm a pawn down with a trapped knight. That's the pragmatic approach at this point in the game. But I was going for style. But anyway, lots and lots of fun. So I said we'd look at the Lichess Explorer on this. And we're going to go around this level. So that's going to be we'll go to like 1200, 1400. We'll go 1000, 1400 on Lichess. F to flip the board. We'll make the moves that we had in the game. So we've got like an Italian, gioco piano, D3, gioco pianissimo, and then F5. Okay. Knight G5, the most common move. Played 32% of the time. Black wins 58%. Okay. You play F4. Black wins 71%. Obviously, I just completely bollocksed it up. Most common move. Knight F7. Black wins 73%. If you know Queen H4, right, it's played 98% of the time. And we win 74%. In fact, black wins 74% from this position. So that is fantastic. Right, most common moves here are castles. And castles isn't great because it's knight F6. Okay, knight H6 also works, but knight F6 is the correct move. And what are they going to do? Most commonly, take the rook. Then it's knight G4. H3 is forced, knight takes F2, hitting the queen. And the most common move is rook takes, and it's queen takes, and that's what I missed. Okay? This position has been reached 990 times at this level. Black has won. Sorry, after queen takes F2, 990. Black wins 84% of the time. So there's some idiots who managed to lose from this position. Goodness me. Anyway, but yeah, loads and loads and loads and loads of fun. That's what matters. And also learning from it as well. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? You kind of know, my gut told me that queen takes was best. And there is a kind of a self-destructive thing in the back of my mind sometimes that goes, if the obvious answer can't be the right one. I've had that since I was a kid. I don't know if anyone else is like that. But yeah, sometimes I talk myself out of this, like, well, that's too obvious, it can't be right. You know? But here, for example, if the king goes here, you can come back to queen G3, or even D5 now. That's interesting, D5 now. And if bishop takes, bishop G4, hitting the queen. And if they take, that's mate. Wow! Right? What fun. All good fun. But, you know, we win some, we lose some. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Welcome to my not speed run. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed that, everybody. Really do appreciate your support of the channel. Thank you for watching. See you later.